Hi everyone, here I am again. My gosh, I just got popping in. But today I'm here to another thank you. I just have too many thank yous. I don't know. I'm not going to complain though. But today, again, in an Amazon package, and I thought, well, what did I order? I couldn't remember ordering anything. Well, I didn't order. Somebody ordered for me, and I want you to know if I mention something I want to do on a video, that doesn't mean you have to go send me the supplies. But whoever, now this did not have a note in there to tell me who sent the supplies, and the only way I think it happened is because I did mention that I want to start doing ATCs again. Well, now I have no excuse to put it off. Um, yes, Papa. Okay. Okay. You were coming for what? Okay. I'm making a little video. Okay. Okay. Well, that was just Papa. Excuse me. Um, he's already come and given me like 12 good night smooches. I thought he was already asleep. Do what? Yeah, turn that light out. Yes, that'll be fine. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Papa's going to sleep. And Papa, the switch is right. Papa, honey, the switch is on this wall over here. Papa, can you hear me? The switch is right there on that wall. There, you got it. I know it. We just get all flubbergasted sometimes about switches. Okay, good night, darling. I love you too. Good night, darling. Okay. Okay, okay. Maybe I should start this video over again. Okay, thank you. Thank you, darling. Okay. Um, I love you too, darling. Okay. Sorry about that. This is an everyday thing, and he lets me know he's still around and he's still busy. And so that's my man. Okay, back where we were. Sorry about that. Now it's already been almost 3 minutes of saying goodnight. All right. In my book down here, all of this was in that package. And you can look at it and see that it is all ATC supplies. And first of all, there's a box here. And let me see, I don't have my letter opener thing. I just opened this. And oh, here I got my little oyster scissors. That's not an oyster. Okay, I'll open that up. And okay, it says there's 100 sheets of white paper, crafting paper. And look at that. It is the 2.5 by 3.5 inch size squares already to so I don't have to cut them, which I had cardstock. I could have done. Oh, I don't know. This might not be cardstock. Let me check. Let me just check. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. It's cardstock. And it's a good cardstock. Oh, yes. Okay. And I will save that box. And I'll keep them in that box so they'll stay nice. Now, just don't lose the box, Elizabeth, in your mountain. Okay, so it comes with this. And then these are all small quotes. Tim Holtz has some of these, but they're very expensive. Now, these are not Tim Holtz, but these I love just on the, there's many pages, many pages of these little quotes. These came from Amazon, I know, because I got my Amazon bag. And they're all cool. Oh my word. These are all quotes. I will never need another quote for my cards. And I love on an ATC card to have a little quote. Just on the first page, there's love conquers all, dream big, stay curious, love, find your purpose, be kind, live fully, lighthearted. These are wonderful. Every day is the chance to create something amazing. Love makes us feel alive. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Embrace the glorious mess that you are. These are good. Chase your dreams. And there's so many. There's gold on white, gold on black, all different colors, black and white, white and black. Oh, this is perfect. I love this because I do like quotes on everything near about that I do. I love these quotes. So this is good, wonderful. Now this here is, thank you for your order. It's a textured hand made in China. Textured paper, handmade paper. And so, ooh, there's 3 separate packages in there, and it's all textured handmade paper. It says paper flower season, handmade romance, and fabric impression. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. And I had all my, I was thinking about selling all of my embossing folders. Now I'm thinking maybe not. Because look at this. I can make more papers like this. And there's different sizes. Different sizes. And look how that size fits right in the center of that card. So if you were to ink the edges and put that piece there, half your work is done for you. But then there's larger pieces, but these are bigger than the card. So if you were to cut it to fit the card, you can cover 2 cards with that piece. That's pretty. Oh, this is going to be, now I really want to do this. This is nice. And then, what else? This here is scratch, water, dust proof, protecting card. Protect 600. Oh gosh, I have got to make 600 ATCs to use all of these. And these are protective jackets, it looks like. The protective jackets for the car. Okay, let's see. That's a lot. All right. All right. Okay. Because we want to protect them. And they're a sleeve, just a plastic cellophane sleeve. Where did I put my little square? Oh, there it is. It's not as fits right in there. Fits right in there. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know if I want to go to bed tonight. I think I want to stay up and make ATCs. And then here is pages, 36 pack of 9-pocket page protector. Now here, this is, I was saying too, that you could make, like if I want to make a page that is ATCs about my grandchildren. Now these would be some that I'd make for myself, or maybe set, but I would make a small one in the center that says something about grandchildren, and then have some with grandchildren pictures all the way around. And more than 9 grandchildren, and so I would really need to use a lot of these pages. But I don't want to make them just for myself. I want to make them to trade. I want to make them to share, and so I can just send them off to anybody like I did my postcards. Okay, so that's them. And then look at this. This is the stamps that you can stamp. You can stamp. Here it says artist trading card, title, artist, contact, date and number. That's what each one says. And so then there's many different ways to make the backing on your ATC cards. And I want to thank you to whoever, maybe you'll let me know who you are. And if you don't, you don't. But I want you to know whoever you are. Thank you so much. This is amazing. And I probably have, maybe I do have all this stuff, or most of this stuff. Not this stuff, but stuff that I could, because you really don't have to have all the fancies. I have all the fancies, but you don't have to have them because um, all you need is that 2.5 by 3.5 inch piece of paper, or a piece of a cereal box, a piece of anything, your old junk mail, and then you can just collage onto it. You can paint onto it. Just put your fingerprints on it. Just any kind of an art. But I want to do more even of fabric. I want to do collaging fabric. On one, I got a postcard from Janet Nash over there in the UK, and her postcard that she sent me is all collaged fabric. It's all pieces of fabric on that postcard, and so you can do that. You can even and sew the fabric onto your ATC card, and it's still just as beautiful. Just there, you don't have to have anything fancy to do art or ATC. Now let me see if I have. Okay, I had a thought in my mind and it just disappeared that quickly. But if I were to, I was looking. My mind can get. My mind is damaged. It's damaged. Okay, look at here. I have a glue stick right here. I have a glue stick. And so if I want to make an ATC, well, I don't have stamped ink here right now, so I'm going to take it. I got to take it out of the plastic. And so, but this quickly, let's see, I'm going to be quick. I'm going to be quick about this. I'm going to be a quickster. I'm going to just pull up a piece of this little paper right here, and I'm going to glue that right onto this card. I'm going to just glue it right onto this card. Let me see if I can, wait a minute, that's not what I want. That's not what I wanted. Well, I was going to zoom it in, but I don't know where my thing is. I never know where my things are though, actually. So what's new, Mountain Dew? Okay, so I'm going to, you can watch from afar. I wasn't planning on doing an actual doing, but I'm actually doing. So there. Now, so if you got a piece of paper and another piece of paper, and you just put the piece of paper on the piece of paper, there you go. What a start. What a start. What a glorious start. And then we can take, let's see what else I got. I'm going to just take, let's see, what do I have? I have these little things. What if I go around the edge of this a little bit with just, can I? No, I can't, not with that one. Well, let me see. I can do something. What can I do? Okay, I'm going to take this green marker. It's kind of a pen, but I'm just going to, you can, on this here, now I could maybe, you know how inking the edges. I could just ink the edges with an ink pad. I got to dig out my ink pads. I know I have them here somewhere. But I'm just going to kind of color up the edge here a little bit, so it's not just that stark white. Or I could have put another piece of paper on there, or I could have just anything. It just does not matter. And you just follow. Now I've got so many that I can start anything. So I just inked a little around the edge, just for edging. And then, oh, you know what I'll do? Do I have my, just, you don't need to have moods. You just, gosh, there's so much you can do. Let's see. You know what? I don't even have to have nothing. I can just, well, you know what? I can do anything I want. That's what I can do. So if I take a piece of this, if I take a piece of this right here, of this paper, and just cut out a heart, like this way, and put it here, and if I take, I'm just looking to see what I have on my desk here to make this, whatever I want to make this. I want to make this into, oh my goodness. Maybe I can take a piece of my doodling here. Oh, maybe I can take a piece of my doodling and I can, yeah, sure, yeah, sure, yeah. And I can, I had already made a bookmark out of this, but if you make something out of something, you can still make something else out of something. And then we can layer that on there. We'll just layer that on there. Where's my blue? There it is. Okay. And excuse my bruised up hand. The doctors think it's because of my blood being too thin. Okay, now we're going to put this here. Now, if I had a hole punch right here, but I don't, I could punch a hole right here and put a little ribbon in there. And then I can put this, I can glue that then, right? And just keep layering something. And no plan of action. You don't have to have a plan ahead. No plan ahead. Just look around in your area and find your little scraps. And there we go. And you wipe this on your dress. And then here's my little, let me just pull out a sheet of this here. Quotes and such. And I think I'm going to use the black and gold and see, because there's like a lot. And I think I might do that after I find my punch. Punch a little hole right there. And then run a little piece of ribbon or a little piece of string or a little piece of another paper or something right through there. And then look at here. Then down here, then it'll say, chase your dreams. That's a good one. And these are all ready to go. And then on the back of this is where you would stamp about your card, and you would name your card. You would, maybe I would name this Chasing Your Dreams. I don't know. And I might not be finished because I almost feel like there has to be something inside of this heart. And so maybe I would put like a little gem heart in there or something. Maybe I would round the corners. There's so much you can do. And then it would be a finished ATC card. And then you find where you put that little sleeve that you just pulled out and stuck. There it is. You will put that in here, and this will protect it. And so if I'm mailing it off, which of course it's not finished, so I'm not mailing it off, but there it is in the protective sleeve. So there is just so much you can do. And if you've got any of those scissors that's got the decorative edge on them, then you can cut things out with the decorative scissors or tear it out, and you get almost a natural deco edge if you're tearing your shape out. And I think a lot of us got a jillion stickers too. I know I have a jillion stickers, and you can like do a lot of collage work on your ATC and put a sticker in the middle of it, and then write a word on there, or just, and you don't have to even do that, but you can, but you can, and but this is a me. See, this year when I first made that, that's a sticker on there. First, I did the hand doodling, and then put a sticker on it. And so those stickers, they make such cute stickers nowadays that it's a shame not to use them. But even if I just wanted to do some doodling on a card, just doodle something, do some Zentangle on the card or anything, and then just leave it like that, and that be your card. Put your stamp on the back. You always want to write on the back, and it doesn't have to be a stamp. You could just write with your pencil as to what it might be, and then you'll sign your name, put the date. What all did they have on that list? On these stamps, it's like the title, the artist, contact. I guess that would be your email, and the date that you did it, and the number, because sometimes some ATC artists will make 5 cards of the same, not exactly the same, but of the same. Maybe you're making a fall season, and you might make 5 of them. Well, then you would put 1 of 5, and so. And I'm sure most all of you already know all about how to make a little artist trading card, but new people are coming all the time. And me and Lala Gamma have been talking about getting back into um, doing these, and which I think a lot of us have done them before, but we want to get back into them again, because when I look around at some of my things, if I start looking around into some of my journals that I've made over the years, because it's been years, and then I see something, I say, oh my gosh, I remember doing this. And it's like we get out of it after a while. And then, so we want to bring back some of the things that we've done in the past, because there's new people, maybe younger people, or people that maybe they just retired and they're looking for something to do with their retirement time, and they're just now beginning. And if you actually think about it, we are all beginners. We are all always beginners. There are some people that want to call themselves a seasoned crafter. Well, and meaning that they already know everything about it. But I don't think everybody always knows everything, because something you learn, you keep learning, and you keep learning. And we learn so much um, about reusing and recycling, or any, you know, making something out of nothing, or making something out of what you would normally throw away. And and so we're constantly learning, and so we're constantly beginners. We might have been crocheting since we was 12 months old, and we're now 70. Well, maybe I was a little over 12 months old, but and so we might be all seasoned at crocheting, because I have seen some real good quilters, crocheters, and stuff like that that have been doing it forever. But we're always beginning another season of our crafting life. And so you're never too old to learn new things. So that's why I say, like, even though I have done ATCs before, many of them, I want to do them again. I want to do them again, because I might now add all kind of different things to my ATCs than what I did back then in the olden days. Now I'm in my golden days, but it used to be the olden days. So I'm going to leave you with that for now. And everything here at my house is good. Um, we're all today. I had a sleepy day. Oh my! And I've been staying awake every day. I've been awake all day long, because I'm the baby holder. So if all I have to do is hold her so that she can be fed, because she gets fed through that tube, well, then I am in my glory. And so, but today I held her this morning until about 1 o'clock. I just felt tired. So I come in here and I got in my chair and I slept till after dinner. That's why I'm up now at 20 minutes after 10. And so, I might work a little bit on ATCs till I get tired out and go back to sleep. But I don't want to stay up late because I want to be up early enough for so I don't miss any time with my little girl, my little granddaughters. Okay, so I'm going to use my You Are Stronger Than You Know, and most of you know all about this book and have heard a lot from it, but um, and it is all about words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic illness. And I don't talk about my illness much. I don't like to talk about my illness, but right now I talk about it because I lived through it. So I have got the CHF, congestive heart failure, and then I got COVID on top of it. And my daughter had told me when COVID pandemic was first going around, if you ever get the COVID, you're over with. So, and pretty much I would be. But for some reason, I'm not done. I wasn't doomed. I really thought I was. When I was in that ambulance going to the hospital, I did not think I'd make it to the hospital. But for some reason, I did make it, and I feel good right now. And so I have been given a second chance. So that's not a complaint about my illness. That is just the miracle or the second chance. A lot of times we are all given a second chance. So I'm going to take that second chance. I'm very careful now of what I eat and what I drink and what I put inside this body because I don't want that again. Okay, I'm going to read this one that says, You know that you are never alone. You may think you are alone at the moment, and you may feel as if you are just soldiering along, but you couldn't be more wrong because you have a whole army of people behind you. So the next time you feel alone with your problems or feel downhearted in any way, remember that army of supporters behind you, people who care about you and are wishing you well. And that was written by Maria Mullins. And boy, if that isn't true to fact right there, because, of course, I have family behind me. I have family behind me, but I also have you and you and you and you from all over the world. And I did a video and we talked we did a live stream video, Lala and I talked about my granddaughter, my new granddaughter that has got um, she's got some serious issues, health issues. So every day is a gift that we still have her. But when I share that, it makes my plate lighter. You know what? And my daughter was telling me, we were talking on the way to the doctor's office yesterday and in the doctor's office, but about having too much on your plate. Because a lot of people have said, boy, you've got a lot on your plate. Well, you know what we need to do, you guys? Throw away the plate. Don't keep that plate and have everything on one plate. Put everything in a teacup. So if you got a little problem here, put this in this little teacup over here. And if you have a problem over here, put that in that little teacup over there. And then if you have another problem, put that in a separate teacup. Don't put them all on one plate because that plate will get too heavy and everything just melds together. And to be honest, let me tell you, my grandson who is 17 years old, he has regular meetings with his he's got a care team. He has regular meetings. And he called his mama while we were in the car, and he was kind of all overwhelmed because he had just had a meeting with one of his counselors. But by having that meeting with all the counselors, he realized how much he had on his plate because the counselor brought up this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. Then it was all just one great big problem. Well, his mama talked to him like a Dutch uncle right there on. She basically said, "You got to throw away that plate. You don't have to think about every one of those problems at one time. Just if you've got one, problem that you need to think about, maybe figure out where to go from here, then good, do that one, but not all of them at one time. Boy, did that make sense to me. I guess smart too. But well, I don't even know if y'all still here. It's already been 30 minutes. Okay, but sometimes I just want to poke things in where they fit, and it just fit just now. Okay, I want to ask God to watch over you. Every step you take, every move you make, keep you safe and secure, keep you happy, healthy, and humble, keep you free from any harm, and by all means, stay one more day. I love you guys. God loves you. And life is going to be good. You get a new start in the morning. Okay. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. And then we end recording right here. And